I think stereotypes are developed over time and meant to be broken to create new ones.
The general portrayal of women in horror films is horrible. It's atrocious. I mean, they're usually eye candy. For me, my whole canon is basically based on strong women characters.
The female stereotypes with horror, I don't know that it's ever really going to change completely.
I like to see women in more power positions. I'm kind of tired of the damsel in distress, you know, and it's very cliche with horror films that the sex, drugs, and rock and roll will get you killed. I like to see the women getting the bad guy at the end.
I'm such a huge proponent of women in film.
As far as stronger female characters, you know, back in the 80s, it was all about the slasher flicks and girls who were like, oh, my boobs, and oh, I'm getting stabbed, and ah! And now it's a little bit smarter and a little bit more interestingly written horror where women are starting to have to think more on their feet and how to defeat their killers and how to be survivors. And I think people like Jamie Lee Curtis really started that whole trend.
I'm more attracted to really strong female characters, and I sort of seek them out in films.
Well, I feel that women play a very important role in horror films because either if it's the guy rescuing the girl, there's always one main character girl. And I really feel like film will evolve in different ways. I'm not sure how, but I just see that them becoming more prominent as times change.
I'm fascinated by women in jeopardy and women in horrible situations who are intelligent and who handle themselves in a realistic fashion. So that's a lot of what my work is based on.
I think, you know, like our movie, for example, it's more like I feel like it's empowering women, like to take a stand and to stand up for yourself, and, you know, I feel like we have a really good message in that sense. I don't feel like these days a lot of movies really put women in a bad light.
It's tough to be a female in the film industry because our numbers are low, but I think it's so important for us to be in it.
Yeah, I mean, the stereotypes are always going to be there, but right next to them are going to be chicks who are kicking some ass.
When I'm online, I watch Tomorrowpictures.TV. Been doing music since I was like 12 years old, maybe younger than that. Music touches your soul in a way that love can't. It does something to you, whether you realize it or not. Adding important lyrics to it, that's something that's going to stick with that person forever. Where do I want to be? Watching Tomorrowpictures.TV.